Meanwhile, the big story that we've been tracking today, a big win for Indian agencies with fugitive Diamantaire Nirav Modi set to be extradited from the United Kingdom back to India to face justice, but the doors are not fully open just yet. Nirav Modi, a key accused in the 13,000 crore rupee Punjab National Bank scam, is one step closer to facing fraud and money laundering charges here in India. A British High Court has rejected his extradition appeal, stating that the order will neither be unjust nor oppressive. A counter to one of Nirav Modi's key claims in his appeal against the extradition to India. Nirav Modi faces a flurry of criminal charges, including money laundering, illegal fund transfers, corruption, cheating and criminal misconduct. While this is the biggest setback so far to the fugitive con man, Nirav Modi has been facing stringent action against him, with his movable assets worth over 250 crore rupees already attached, passports suspended and 39 of his properties already seized by Indian agencies. This order against Nirav Modi comes after a UK court recently ordered the extradition of the fugitive arms dealer Sanjay Bhandari. Will Vijay Mallya and Mehul Choksi, who is hiding in the Caribbean, be next? I want to go straight across to Jonathan Gilbert, who's been tracking all of these developments very closely. Jonathan, good to see you. Thanks for joining us on this quick coverage. There was a bit of a celebration in the media, as it were, and especially on social media when this story broke a short while ago, as if to suggest that this was the last hurdle that had been cleared before, Nirav Modi is put on a plane and packed back to India. But clearly that isn't the case. It's not as simple as that. There are a few more, levels to go through before that happens. Isn't that right, Jonathan?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been here before, unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately for him, with the case of Vijay Mallya, of course, who we tracked through the courts over a period of several years. And I very vividly recall the day that his extradition appeal was thrown out by the High Court. And at that point, we all thought, right, okay, which airport will he be leaving from? Let's start trying to figure out which private jet they're going to put him on. And then, of course, years later, he's still here, because what we hadn't figured was that there were several layers of appeal still available to him, and by extension still available to Nirav Modi. So the next level of appeal, if he has the intention and he has the funding, which presumably he has both, is he can apply it within the next 14 days to the Supreme Court, which is the next level up from the High Court. The threshold, incidentally, there is relatively high. It has to be essentially in the public interest, but he has the potential to apply to the Supreme Court. Mallya did so too. His appeal was rejected. He can then apply to the European Court of Human Rights, which is another level of magnitude entirely. That's essentially a European law. And then if all else fails, of course, we know full well that what Vijay Mallya has fallen back upon is this very opaque but very effective process of applying for asylum, presumably on political grounds. That happened a couple of years ago for Mallya. He's still here, and there's no reason to assume that Nirav Modi, despite the fact that he's in jail at the moment in the UK, won't take recourse to the same action.